think this is working. Let me see here. Well, there's Brian. Brian is with us tonight. I'll get my monitor cut on here. Good to see you there, Brian. Looks like you finally caught one of these lives, didn't you? Super chat from John. Man, you guys are starting early tonight. Appreciate that, John. I've not even got my monitor going yet. All right, so I want to move some things around. Oh, I'll be right back. I gotta move this monitor just a little. There we go. That's a lot better. Now I can see everything. Good deal. All right. Tim Fuller. What's going on there, Tim? Put this remote away. Mama Cat, stay over there. I'll knock his computer over. I had a hard enough time setting this up tonight. All right, we got Jim. Got my good friend Brian with us. Brian, you in Texas right now, or are you traveling? Johnny's Mill is with us. Oh, we got 100 people with us already, and we're only a minute into this. That's a new record right there. That's pretty good. Good deal. Got everything set up. I guess you guys can see the fire. Got the fire going down here tonight. Been working in the wood shop all day. Mr. Bagwell is with us there. Texas, okay. My good buddy Brian is in Texas. Good deal, Brian. Good to see you. Brian is a good friend of mine, longtime supporter of the channel, and he usually is busy on Sundays, but he's able to be with us this time. Super chat there from Mark up in New Jersey. How's it going, Mark? Appreciate the super chat there. Mark, another guy that's always with us on Sundays. Got Dan, got my good buddy Joe out in Seattle. How's it going, Joe? All right, so there's a good announcement from Jim Rogers. He's getting ready to open up a timber framing school in North Carolina. Now, Jim, is this going to be your school or somebody else? Let us know right there. It's always good to know. Man, my good friend John, 12 inches of snow. He's up north, way up north from me. What is that? Got an imposter cat in the timber frame. I've never seen this cat before. Good Lord. I don't know where that one came from. It's solid white. My goodness. Okay, so we got Robert with us. Dan and I will be teaching classes. Dan rented the building. Okay, Jim, what's Dan's last name? I don't think I've met him before. Got Brian in Oregon. Several inches of sunshine today. Yeah, it's been pretty nasty in Tennessee over this weekend. We got some rain, a little bit of snow. It's been pretty wet and just cold. Just some miserable winter weather here in Tennessee this weekend. Mark got 5 inches of snow. Mr. Bond there is with us tonight. And of course got Mr. Godwin with us there. Everything is great. Let me see. Dan Flynn is in North Carolina. That's the timber frame instructor, Dan Flynn. Super chat from Brian Harrington. Appreciate it there, Brian. I thought of you yesterday, Brian. I was listening to a podcast, and they were talking about John Wayne, and it was real interesting. So they were talking about John Wayne and the death of John Wayne with his cancer, and they were talking about a theory that John was out in Nevada filming a movie. That fire is roaring back there, isn't it? So John was out in Nevada filming a movie. I can't remember which movie it was, but they were saying how like the next valley over, they were doing nuclear testing and nuclear waste storage. And everybody that was on that movie set, now this is before the shootist. He was already sick with cancer when the shootist came out. And they were saying that everybody that was on that movie set pretty much got some form of cancer. And I thought that was interesting. That may be what happened there. I don't know. I can't remember what movie it was. Let me see here. Got Helen with us over in Virginia. Let me see here. Another super chat there from Brian, 1999. Thank you very much, Brian. But I thought that was interesting on the John Wayne. And that information came out in 1980. Monument Valley, right there it is. You're exactly right, John. Excuse me, Brian. I heard that. I called you John. I heard that in the podcast. I couldn't remember, but it was Monument Valley. Yep, they think that's what the John Wayne's children thinks that's where the cancer came from that killed him. That's terrible, but it's probably true. Probably Monument Valley. You're exactly right. HVAC still working. It is right now. Hopefully it stays good, but that's the heat pump in the house that we bought on the new property. It went out on us several times. Hopefully it stays good though. It's about 15 years old. 15 years old. Those heat pumps don't last long, it seems like. Got Fred with us in Michigan, Joseph in Missouri. Mark DeLacy talking about a logger that was hurt. I've not heard about that. I have to give Mark a call. I've not heard about that. To check in on him with that. Joe Main is with us there from South Georgia. If you want your Silvertip Turbo 7s, call Mr. Joe Main right there. He's always with us every Sunday. Got Bob Russell. All kinds of people on here. I think, sounds like it's raining again, man. It's rained all weekend. How's your mother-in-law? It's going very well. She's finally moved in over there. It went pretty well. Just took a few days. Let me see. Got Walter with us down in Georgia. So a tree fell on that logger. Man, that's a bad deal right there. Hopefully he's still alive. Hopefully he's still alive. Mark, the family's doing very well. Thanks for asking. Got Jason. All right, guys. My mother is with us tonight there. You see Janice on the screen? That's my mom watching from home tonight. So everybody say hello to my mother for me. She's with us tonight. John Wayne feels several... Okay, Helen, you're exactly right about that. That's a shame right there, I tell you. That's... that was on the Joe Rogan podcast the other day where I saw that. Terrible, terrible. Terrible, terrible. So everybody say hello to my mother. Thank y'all very much for that. Okay. So the chat is going really fast tonight, which is good. That means we've got a lot of people on here. We've got about 300 people watching. So if I miss your comment, I apologize. I'm trying to catch them all as they come through here, but the chat gets pretty busy sometimes, and tonight is one of those nights. It's pretty busy. Yep, 300 people on here just about. Not too bad. So the wood stove, it does pretty good. It does pretty good. Remind your mom to steak dinner in Louisville, Mr. Oh, man. Mr. Bond, I do owe you a steak. Ain't no doubt about that. Let me see here. Mike Adams is in South Carolina. Cypress, I have never sawed cypress. I've been around it when it's been sawed, but I've never got to saw any before. Hopefully one day I will. A lot of people talking about this John Wayne stuff. That's interesting. I guess that's the truth right there. Tennessee my whole life. I sure have. I sure have. Mr. Chris Killinger's with us tonight there up in Ohio. One of the channel moderators there. The logger is Pete from Nuts 319. Okay. Is he have a YouTube channel, or is that just is his nickname? I'm kind of curious about that. Super chat from Mr. Bond from his mother Rita Bond. There, $25. Rita, if you're watching, I hope you're doing well tonight. I was asking your son about you just the other day. How do you like your TYM tractors? I like them. I've had 4 of them. I currently have 3 of them, and no issues. A very good machine. I tell you can't beat them. For the price, they're hard to beat. Let me see here. Sharpening video, yes. Probably this week, because we're supposed to be getting a lot of nasty weather. Yes, a YouTube channel. Okay, I'll look that guy up. I've never heard of his channel, but I'll definitely look him up though. Let me see here. Man, this chat is busy tonight. I told people about the live the other day. It looks like that worked. Got several hundred people on here. Good deal. Mike Morton was talking about him. Who's this Mike Morton guy people talk about? Never heard of him. Mr. Brian. I thought you were a John Deere guy though, Brian. We talk about TYM. I thought you were like John Deere's. Let me see here. The transfer tank is awesome. I should have done that years ago. It's really nice to have extra diesel on hand for these machines. Really nice. Let me see here. Mario Quebec is with us. Richard, hello there, Richard. Good to see you there. I got your email, Richard. I didn't get to respond yet, though. It's been a busy day here. We took the Christmas tree down, and I've been down here nestled beside this little wood stove for the past 2 hours because it's been kind of cold outside today. Considering how many things you have, why'd you go with the smaller tank? Well, if I had a bigger tank, I would lose more truck bed room, and I didn't want to lose more rooms. So that's the reason why I went with the 40-gallon tank. I like having a toolbox, and if I'd have got a bigger tank, I would have lost a lot of room in the truck bed. So that's why I did not do that. John Gagnon with his second super chat of the night. Thank you very much, John. Appreciate that. What did you do for a living before sawmilling? I was a cop. I was a police officer for about 15 years. I know about the Morgan guy. I'm just giving you guys a hard time. I know who he is. Let me see here. Size matters. Have you finally finished the chicken house? No. Hopefully sooner than later. Sawed up some ambrosia maple and to benefit Pete of Nuts 3. I'll have to look that guy up. I've never heard of him. Hate that he got hurt though. Let me see here. Regular size truck bed. I think it's an 8-footer. I wish I had a long bed, but too late now. I can't go back. It's an 8-footer. Oh man, nice stove. Yep, pretty good stove. My dad bought me that one. It's a really good stove. Does pretty good in here. Gets hot. Gets hot really fast. Mark, I have not, because I'm waiting on a new machine to arrive to help us with clearing that area out there. And that new machine may be here this week. We'll have to wait and see. It's on the way. It's on the way. I'm trying to see these comments, guys. If I don't see your question, then don't take it personal. These things are coming in too fast for me to see. Oliver, John talked about some chestnut. What time do you start work? I start work in the morning and I go till about midnight, to be honest with you. When you work from home, it's raining again. You find yourself working all the time. All the time. Sappiest wood is usually around here yellow pine or white pine. Got a lot of sap on it. Usually yellow or white pine. What do you like about TYM? Good tractors. Never had a problem with them. They run good and never had an issue with them. I never had to haul one in and have it worked on, put it that way. All right, Nate's Custom Cabinets in Southwest Virginia. We got a cat fight. Did you guys hear that? Don't y'all bring that crap in here. These cats fight all the time. Y'all keep it out there. Here comes Mama Cat. Who knows who's fighting? Working from home never closes. You're exactly right about that, man. It's nonstop. There's always something to do here. I try to film most of the stuff that we do, then you have to go edit these videos. You work all the time, all the time. When you going to rent an excavator for the new property tree removal? Very soon, sooner than later. What thickness makes the best slabs? It depends on species, but I like to go with 9/4. 9/4 is my preferred thickness. Got the gaming ham with us. All right, so good deal. What we got on here? 300 people on here. My goodness. Editing software, Adobe Premiere Pro. Adobe Premiere. What's the purpose of the white bars at the mill? Those bars fall on the sides of the lumber, and when I drag them back, they keep the lumber straight so they don't go side goggled on you when they come back to you. All right, so Mark DeLacy is with us there. Mark, Bus Motor Crew is with us. Mark, man, you called me about a week or two ago, and I apologize, I have not called you back. Let me see here. But people were talking about you earlier, Mark. They was talking about the guy that got hurt, the logger. You ever been over to Rogersville? All the time. I can be there in about 20 minutes. I can take the back roads and be there in about 20 minutes, I think. Just down the road from you. Rogersville is a nice little town. Got Brian in Ohio. How many people are on here now? About 300 people. Not too bad. Self-employed, work all the time. There's no doubt about that. You work from home. If you're self-employed, there's always something to do. Always something to do. Oh yeah, Pete Nuts 31. I'll have to look that up, Mark. I've never heard of that guy. I'll have to look him up. I hate that he got hurt, but I tell you, it happens to all of us, it seems like, sometime or another. That's where I'm moving to. Good deal. My goodness, 3 super chats there, and I think I missed one of them. So got my good buddy Chuck over at Sheridan Farms. Go check out his channel if you haven't done so already. He was just here the other day hanging out with me. Super chat from Mr. Bond. Talking about and then Mr. Bagwell right behind that. Put this toward your new machine. I'll tell you what, I'll put that toward the fuel for it. Because I'll tell you what, it's going to take a lot of fuel to get that thing going. Sorry about the camera shaking. I'm trying to keep up with the chat here. It's gotten really busy tonight, which is good. A lot of people watching. The garden, big plans for the garden this year. I think I will do raised beds because I'm sick of getting rid of weeds. Got Bill with us. Andrews Lumber is with us. Okay, so Andrews Lumber is just over in North Carolina. Him and his dad run a circle saw mill, and they have their own YouTube channel called Andrews Lumber. So go check him out. I'll watch all his videos. If you like Mark DeLacy, you'll like Andrews' channel. They do the same kind of similar, the same kind of sawing. Andrews got a huge outside sawmill set up, a big sawmill. So it's a circle saw. So if you can't click on Andrew's name right there and see the channel, then go check it out when you have time. So really good channel right there. Him and his dad was actually at the Paul Bunyan show this year hanging out with us. Let me see here. You'll love the raised beds. Yeah, I meant to do that this year, but I got kind of busy. My monitor has gotten real fuzzy for some reason. Hopefully this video quality didn't go bad for you guys. Maybe it did. I don't know. Is the quality still decent? Because my monitor, it looks awful right now. I may have to hit the back button on my monitor to get this to come back up. So, having some technical difficulties here, I'll tell you. All right, it's not even showing now, so quality's fine. Okay, my monitor, it looks horrible. Who knows? Okay, we're good. Let me see here. Hell and I have 2 mountains of chicken manure compost ready to go. I add to that daily, it seems like. All right, super clear in Texas. Thank you there, Brian. Let me see. All right, so we're caught up on the super chats. For you guys keeping score, The super chat total is 148. So thank you guys very much. I really appreciate that. 148. My goal every week is 100, and we always blow right past that. So thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. Let me see. All right, so I think I kept up with most of the comments there. Could be a record. Super chat there from somebody for $10. And my gosh, I missed it. Who was that? Robert for the coffee fund. Thank you very much, Robert. Appreciate that. Looks good in Kentucky. Love the videos. Got Bronson with us up in Kentucky. Firewood plans for the splitter. They're on hold, to be honest with you. I had plans for the firewood splitter and all the firewood, but I tell you, things got busy here this fall with buying this new property, and I tell you what, I have so much stuff in my fire right now, I'm having a hard time keeping up. But it's good to be busy. Good to be busy. Do you feed your chickens? What was that? Do you feed your chickens? I couldn't see what that said. Lonnie, Mr. Cotto was doing good. Another super chat from Brock Fanning down in Arkansas. Thank you very much. Mr. Cotto was getting his oil changed tomorrow for the first time. So, see how that goes. So, looky here, guys. My #1 fan is with us tonight. My #1 fan, his channel name is called Arms Family Homestead. I've never watched any of his videos before, but he's apparently another YouTuber. But this guy, I tell you, he emails me daily with sawmill questions. He is my #1 fan. His name's Daniel, and he's out in Oklahoma. And he's my #1 fan. He comments on every video. And this is the first time he's ever commented on one of my lives. He must have finally figured out we were doing lives over here. But I'm just giving him a hard time. That's Daniel Arms over in Oklahoma, guys, with us tonight there. Arms Family Homestead. He's a TYM guy. He's got a few TYM tractors out there. But I thought I was your #1 fan. Yeah, you're #2, Chris. I tell you what, Daniel, he's the #1. But he raised those donkey. So, oh, super chat there from Mr. Daniel Arms. Thank you there, Daniel. I appreciate that. Man, there's Daniel's fans coming in. You see here, you went fuzzy. I'm having issues with the internet tonight. Issues with the internet. So, any idea when the 130 is coming out? I don't know. It's I saw it at the farm show last year, but I'm not sure about that. That's a good question. I'd like to drive one of those things. That tractor is huge, 130 horsepower. Got to take the step ladder just to get in the cab. You went fuzzy. Yeah, I'm having some problems tonight with this internet connection for some reason. I don't know what's going on with it. So, poisonous snakes. So up in the mountains around here, we got those timber rattlers. I've never seen one in person, to be honest with you, but they're here. And we got a lot of copperheads. I've seen copperheads on a lot of occasions, but we do have a lot of rattlesnakes up in the mountains and copperheads. Got Keen with us down in Texas, Mr. Cotto, and the hatefulest cat of the bed. The hatefulest cat is actually over there by the door, and she's sitting there staring at me. She would love to run over here and knock this camera over. That would just tickle her to death if she could pull that off. She's staring at me again. Hateful cat right there. Stays with me everywhere. Stays with me everywhere. And this fire is about to burn me up. I tell you what, it's getting hot down here. All right, so let me see here. your best location. I agree. I think it works out pretty good. Neil in Canada. Talking about Mr. Daniel there. River City RVA up in Richmond, Virginia was with us. We got a few more minutes, guys. We'll go for about 5 more. 3 foot of snow in Yosemite. My goodness, you keep that out there. We don't want that here. We're supposed to get an inch of rain on Tuesday, and I sure am excited about that. Not really. I tell you what, I could do without the rain. We've had a lot of rain this weekend. We've had plenty of rain this weekend. I tell you, it's not that I mind the rain. It just makes a mess. It just makes a mess with all the equipment and stuff. Let me see here. Good deal. So this week, new video coming out Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday, and do some sawmilling this week. I got a quarter saw white oak tomorrow. You guys will see that probably on Thursday. Hello there, Dan. Inch of rain is better than a foot of snow. I don't know. I don't know if I'd like to, I think I'd about prefer the snow, to be honest with you. Ash trees are pretty much gone. Are you going to brag on your Vols in the Iowa game? No, because these bowl games are just terrible. All these players go to the transfer portal and a bunch of them sit out. These bowl games, I tell you, they don't mean nothing anymore. They are very hard to watch. But since you brought it up, Mr. Bagwell, they did lay the hammer down on Iowa, though. That was a pretty good game to watch. Let me see here. Another super chat from Mr. Bond from his mother, Rita. Thanks for the videos. Well, thanks for you and your mother watching tonight. All right. John, hello to Kathy. Hello, Kathy. How you doing down there? Or up there, rather. You're up there in the snow today or tonight. Transfer portal made a mess. It made a complete mess. That and paying these players to play. I don't agree with that either. They make enough in the pros, but that's the way it goes. Let me see. So another super chat from John. So, John, let me see how this works. I'd give your wife a shout out and I'd get a super chat. I'm going to try this again. A shout out to John's wife, Kathy. Or Kate, rather. See if I can get another super chat out of him. I'm just aggravating you there, John. Just aggravating you. 2 feet of snow, negative 10 Celsius in Stockholm. My gosh. Looks like there's some people out there having some pretty nasty weather. Pretty nasty weather. Chris Killinger outdoing Mr. Arms there for $20. Thank you, Chris. Woodruff Sawmill. Rough around the log yard. I tell you what, that's one thing about running the sawmill. When you hear sawyers talk about hating when it rains, it's because it makes such a mess in the log yard. Because you can't have gravel or rock because that gets into the bark. And I tell you what. Shout out to Laura Bagwell for Mr. Darryl Bagwell right there. Shout out to Laura there for watching tonight. And keeping Mr. Bagwell happy with all the Christmas presents there this year. And I think he got a nail puller. I think he mentioned the other day, if I remember right. This fire is burning me up. But I guess it's doing its job. I saw a Kato excavator and thought about you. How's the 5835? I've only got to run it twice, but I like it. It's a nice tractor, a very nice tractor. I think I may get a canopy for the top of it. Most expensive wood is black walnut veneer grade logs. Veneer grade black walnut. Super chat there from Mr. Bagwell. So the super chat is at $2.88, guys. You guys are awesome. I appreciate that. $2.88. Chicken dinner is ready. I think I'm having pizza tonight. Nothing wrong with that there, John. Rough around the log yard with the rain. That's Woodruff Sawmill down in South Carolina. You're no doubt about that. It's aggravating. Got Dan and Janelle watching with us down in Australia. That's awesome. People down in Australia watching with us here. Any chance you have any large slabs of black walnut for a countertop at my cabin? I got one right there. You can't see it, but I got one left. And I think it's about a 9-footer. It's a 9-quarter black walnut slab. For sale, of course. Yes. Send me an email. All my email address is in all the videos. And put something in the subject so it doesn't go to spam. But I think I got one 9-footer right there, and the rest of my walnut slabs are shorter ones. But that would make a really nice countertop, probably. It's kiln dried. It's been sitting there for about a year. I need to do something with it. Or maybe you need to do something with it. That sounds a lot better. So, Bills and Miami are playing. That'd probably be a pretty good game. I watched the Colts and the Texans last night. That was a really good game. Pretty good game, though. The Super Chats, how much do you get? So that goes right directly to the channel as far as the Super Chats go. They go directly to the channel account. And those are kept separately, and that money pays for fuel and batteries and new cameras and GoPros that I break all the time. I had to buy a new GoPro yesterday, actually. You saw up beach. It's been a long time since I sawed up any beech. A long time. Beech is kind of aggravating to saw. You got to quarter saw it to get the best yield out of it and the most accurate and most stable lumber. Beech is something that loggers don't harvest either. All right, John is out of here as well. The chicken dinner is waiting for him. Snow, yeah, it's been snowing here all day, actually, off and on. I think it's snowing right now. It looks like it's snowing. So, all right, guys. So I think we're about done. About Pete Nuts, yeah, we were talking about that guy earlier. All right, so let me see here. First time watching your live. Doug Davis there. Doug, I've not seen you in the chat in a long time. And I always remember you because you always got the cowboy hat on. My goodness, ain't seen Doug on there in a while. Where you been, Doug? My good buddy Brian there's Dallas Cowboys won the championship. There's a lot of big games going on tonight. It looks like, or went on today rather. But Doug Davis there, good deal. Violet Blue 123 sends the super chat. Well, thank you very much there. Appreciate that. And Cornbread Burgess is with us. All kinds of people on here. I'm trying to keep up with these comments. I'm sorry if I miss your comment. Well, thank you there, Doug. Glad to see you. I didn't know if you still watching or not. I used to see you in the chat sometimes, and not seen you in a while. Well, good deal. Yeah, John in the Philippines. I tell you, this thing could go on for hours. There's all kinds of stuff going on here tonight. So, good deal. So for you guys keeping score, I'm trying to see this screen. The super chat total tonight was right at 300. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate that. That will fill up the diesel tank for the week and pay for the GoPro that I bought yesterday. One of my GoPros went bad on me. I tell you what, it's something all the time with these cameras. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. So, fell asleep on the recliner. You missed the whole live. So new video will be out Tuesday night about 5 o'clock. And then Thursday, I'm going to be quarter sawing some white oak. So Good deal. A lot going on this week. It's going to be a busy week here at the mill. Very busy. This fire is burning me up. Burning me up. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate the super chats and everybody being with us here. And Mechanic Mike, we're about done there, Mike. We had about 300 people watching here at one time. So good deal. This was the busiest live that we've ever done on here. That's pretty good. That's the most people we've had watching at one time in a long time. Good deal. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll see you here in about 2 days. 2 days or 3? What is tonight? Tonight's Sunday, so Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. So anyways, thanks for watching, friends. I appreciate it.